Welcome, gaming ladies and gentlemen, back to another episode here at Gamer Guide channel of Robocraft. And as you see, we have something new to look out the window. A new patch was just released. It's the Easternanza patch. And it offers some pretty interesting things, including this deal here, which gets you 90 days of premium and a new robot and garage. And it's quite a deal because normally for a month of premium you'd spend about the same, and here you get 3 months and then a robot and a garage as well, so definitely worth checking out. There's also some freebies that are giving away, a couple free days of premium, and I'll put those codes here on the screen. But they are Easter-276051 and Bunny-912037, and those are all in capitals, just like always. And you put those up here in the enter code if you're new to the game. Just plug that in there just the way I have it here on the screen. So I would definitely recommend checking out the deal. What you need to do is go to madork.com. I'll put a link to that in the description below. And there is that 70% off deal for buying this robot through the shop and then entering the code into Robocraft. Once you do that, you get this robot, and also a little interesting thing they added, I kind of got a kick out of, is this bunny pilot, and I guess that's just going to be temporarily put in the game probably for about a week or so. So that's kind of cool. I like that. We saw that little April Fool's picture yesterday, and I really thought it was just them pulling our leg, but they really did put a bunny pilot in the game, so that's kind of cool. And you also get some neat things on this. You get the altimeter perk along with the wolf's head, which I didn't have before, so that's kind of neat. I was wanting to get some of those masks, and this is a great way to do it for pretty cheap. And as you see, this is actually a really nice little helicopter. I took it out for a spin in the practice round, and it flew really well. It has just a ton of rotors on it, so I wouldn't worry so much about getting blade shot off on this thing like I do on some of my own. And it also, I think it's a pretty good design. I mean, I'm looking here at the way it's built, and it's got 3 supports front to rear. So it should stay together pretty well and still be pretty light. Let's take it out in the practice round real quick here and see how that works. Alright, here we go. And as you see, they also added some new Easter eggs, literally, to to the game, which I think is neat. Yeah, so just a little everywhere. You kind of look around here, you see Easter eggs kind of hidden throughout. I guess maybe you could try to find them all. I'm not sure what the intent is, just to be beautiful additions to the rocks in our zones here. But yeah, kind of cool. So yeah, this thing flies amazing. Another couple things they did in this patch is they altered the way that not thruster sticks, but the rudders thruster sticks work, and they pretty much made changes I'm happy with for the most part, since I don't really have a lot of thruster stick builds or anything like that. None of my vehicles are really affected, but essentially the rudders are about 1/5 of what they used to be as far as stability control, so now you need 5 to get the same kind of all-time stability. And they also fixed some bugs in the game where if you had your rudder shut off, it would still act like it was there, and then when it was healed back, it would continue to multiply the stability of your craft so much so that sometimes it would make your vehicle uncontrollable. So that's been fixed, and that actually helps my Electromantis series healers quite a bit. I didn't find that lack of stability, or the 80% decrease in stability with a single rudder, has affected any of those hovercrafts negatively. The only craft that I've built that does have any kind of major impact I've noticed was the blue Havoc, but I took that out with the original T4 rudder I had. Let's get out of this and we'll go look at it. So here we go, the blue Havoc, like I was saying. So I took this out, just the original configuration with the T4 rudder, and flew it around, and it is a lot looser as far as the controls go. And I wouldn't say it's really hurt it so much, more than it's just a lot more responsive now to hitting Shift and Spacebar, and I think you can get used to it. It will take a little bit more, I think, getting used to flying. But since we made that patch to it already, because of some of the other changes they made to the plasma, I went ahead and added a T7 rudder now, just for the extra hit points for the most part. It feels like it might control a little bit better too, but I don't know if that's actually a reality or if it's just my impression. But it seems to control fine, and adds a couple more hit points to that rear rudder now. But honestly, this thing with the two rotor blades does stable out just fine. If you get into trouble, you just kind of take your fingers off the controls, and it usually will right itself in the correct way. So having a little bit less stability is not really such a major deal after all, I found. I was laughing about that Easter basket outside. So I wonder what else they added. They said they added one Easter egg, but really they added quite a few, because they have that, you have all the Easter eggs in the level and bunny pilots. So yeah, let's take this out for a practice game real quick and see how this does in a real match, just so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Alright, here we go, and right away I noticed the difference here in the way this thing flies. It's a lot looser, but I have those dual rotors, so it does stable out still. But I could definitely see this rotor change being a big deal for thruster sticks, for people who maybe had a little mini flyer before, like one of those Reapers or Troll flyers, as people call them. I think those would be affected a lot. Wow! I've become an acrobatic vehicle here with this thing. I could definitely see this still being very controllable and stuff, but it's a little bit more sensitive to going up and down than before. But I kind of like it. I mean, I kind of like the up and down, but I'm not used to it yet. One thing I'm going to do here, this is actually a pre-recorded video I'm just talking over, but I'm going to add bigger rudders to the back, and hopefully that helps the stability a little bit. I'm not sure if it works that way, though. If adding a bigger rudder adds more stability. I know adding more rudders adds more stability, but I'm not sure if adding a bigger rudder adds more stability. But it would still be good to have a little more hit points on my rear stability rudder, just because it's going to be kind of a prime target now. Wow. I feel like I'm doing all kinds of aerobatic gymnastics here while taking these guys out. But yeah, so getting those extra hit points might be worth it now. And I know we have more room since we did that patch video recently after the plasma changes to upgrade this to at least a tier 7 rear rudder. So I think I'm going to do that and probably keep that on. I don't know if I'll maybe try to upgrade more. I mean, it just depends on how it performs. But here I'm able to do what I need to. I'm able to get this thing positioned right and get my shots off, but it's certainly more of a challenge than before. Whoa! Like right there. Yeah, so losing a rotor is more of a big deal, but I still have my hover blade, so that kind of saves me in this situation. Just die. Stop shooting your one gun at me. I'm actually surprised this guy still is alive after as much as I hit him. Now his buddy's helping him. Don't like that. I don't have a healer, that's not fair. There you go. Heal that. Heal the ashes of your former friend. Alright, well I need to find a healer now. Send a shot over to him. This was a thank you. Thank you for not being so effective at healing. But you caused me a problem. So we can get that heal. Alright, let's see if we can get up this cliff here. And turn those healing beams onto me, sir. Sirs? Thank you. Thank you. Ah, yes. That's one good thing about this robot. It doesn't take forever to heal. Always like that about the Blue Havoc. And that and being able to rain death on people. Always a nice attribute as well. Alright, let's see. We only have, what, 2 more guys? That's not bad. And we have 5 people, so awesome. I think we're going to win this match. Alright. Let's see if we can hit him. This is one of those hovers, so it's kind of especially hard to knock them out with this. But fortunately, he is shooting one of my teammates and not me. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yes, definitely takes more getting used to flying the Blue Havoc than before.
for. But certainly viable, nonetheless. This is only the only vehicle I really have that I was concerned about, and it seems like it's going to be fine. But it is a little wily, I'll say that. Is that one of my healers? That looks like one of mine. Yeah, that's my Tier 9 Electromantis, which is fittingly the last enemy, poor guy, trying to heal us to death. I've been in that same situation so many times.
Well, that went pretty well, but as you can see, it is a little harder to control with that Tier 4 thruster rudder on the back. That game was recorded earlier, obviously, so what I did after that game is I just threw this on instead of the T4 rudder. One other thing I want to show you before we wrap this episode up, I made a new vehicle last night that I think you guys might get a kick out of. Let's see, it's Bay 17. It is the new Xi-9. So anyway, I built the Xi-5 and I built the Xi-7, and last night I said, well, I want to build the 9. It's going to be the last in the Xi series. I'm just trying to do the odd-numbered builds. So I guess technically I could do an Xi or a TX, one of these sniper bots, but there's no sniper guns in TX, and that thing would be huge. It's just kind of been exponentially growing from, from the small 5, and then the 7 was quite a bit bigger. And this thing almost doesn't fit in a regular garage. I mean, check it out. It's pretty close to the edges here. But it looks like it will if you just move things back, and you could probably turn that front gun sideways if you needed to, though I think you can hang it over as long as you just attach it within the area of the garage. But this thing is massive. This is a 1511 build in Tier 9, and these are all Tier 10 guns. I was able to do that. I was really happy with this and the way it turned it out, because it's a lot harder to get over-tiered railguns than after the changes they made to the game. So I used mostly Tier 8 blocks. I used Tier 8 wheels, of course, just 4 of them. I didn't use the third set of wheels in the middle. I mean, it's useful and everything like that, but I told myself, instead of having those extra wheels, I'd rather have a lot of electroplate on top, since my arch nemesis is sort of the plasma bomber. So that's what this is about, having these 3 sets. And it's laid out really well. I've actually won a lot of games with this thing, just because it's so many blocks. Check this out. 757 blocks. Isn't that something? They must have changed that, because it was 758 blocks. So I think what they did is they adjusted the pilot seat. It used to count as 2 blocks, and I think they've fixed it now where the pilot seat is just 1 block again. So that will change some of the stats in my videos. You might have to subtract a block or whatever. But yeah, 757 total cubes in this thing. That thing is massive. And really solid, and it takes a long time to destroy. So this is kind of a sniper build you can drive right into combat and hit the enemies with, kind of front line, because they shoot back and stuff, but this has got so many electroplates and blocks on it that it just takes forever to destroy. And then if you hit them with T10 guns, pretty much game over for them. So let's play this one real quick too, and then we'll call it an episode. Alright, here we go. Just got loaded into the game, and let's see what my team decides to do. It looks like they're all heading off in this direction, so I'll follow suit. Now, the rudder fixes did affect the Xi series a little bit, but honestly, that rudder was never a super critical part, and it does still help to stabilize you when you're jumping off a ledge, which is the only reason we really had the rudder in the first place. But the thing I do like is that rudder made it a little harder to turn left and right, and now it's a lot easier. And that's same with the Electromantis healers too. If you have any of those, especially like the 8 and the 9 that has dual rudders, those actually control a lot better now. I'm actually a lot more happy with the way they drive than before. So all in all, I really do like this rudder patch. Now I'm sure if you're someone who has a thruster stick, you're probably not happy with the patch, because this is going to make some of those little airplanes and thruster sticks and stuff before not viable without adding a whole lot more parts to them. So you either need to have that extra bar, a tier ranking bar, and space and stuff. Let's see if we can kill some of these guys here. Yeah, see, I can really jack people up and just get out of the way and get your charge back. And then I got a healer too, so this is awesome. Pretty much ripped that guy in half. So he's out of the game. Alright, well, he got away. Okay, we got a guy down below. I would go get him, but I feel like staying up here makes more sense. Especially since I got wheels. That's not the best. Alright, now we have a SMG in front of us. This is usually not a good idea, but he's a walker SMG, so it's a little easier to kill than the wheeled or tank track ones. Alright, I am reloading my gun, and let's see if we can get over here and finish him off. Kind of keeping my eyes out, don't want to be sneak attacked. Them bastards. Always trying to get those RPs. You need to donate them to me. Alright, let's see, we got this guy here. No sir! Alright, we'll let him waste his shots. By the time he gets over here, we'll be ready to murder him. There's a guy there. That plasma bomber is pretty much jacked up, so I'm not going to worry about him as much as our... He is dead. And you don't have no more rudders. No more flying for you, sir. Play in the snow. It's good for your mental happiness. Alright, let's see. Oh, that's an Easter egg. That threw me off. I see pink Easter eggs, I think red guys. Alright. Oh. 2 shots. 2 shots. Probably do some damage to this dude. I don't want to be moving, though. There we go! That's the power of a T10 railgun. Get our charge back up. Now, where are those sneaky bastards hiding down? Ah, there's a guy. There's our friend from earlier. Don't fly away! Oh wow, I guess I lost some guns. Well, I lost 1 gun, not too bad. Are you gonna heal me? Oh, he's gonna try to heal me. He's so jacked up, that's probably not gonna happen. Alright, I'm not too worried about him. I'm gonna come over here. Stop. Oh. Bad healer! Get your spankings. Alright, an ice shot. I think this is their, one of their last guys. There's one more guy somewhere. But we will find him, and then we will kill him! Where are you going? Where are you going? Come on out. Thank you! Alright, well that turned out pretty good. So that is the Xi-9. I really do like it a lot. It turned out really great, and I will get to a build video on this eventually, but man, 757 cubes is going to take a long time to do a build video on. You guys are going to be in for like an hour special when I get around to this. I mean, it's pretty much like a mini Megabot almost as far as the cube count. So anyway, guys, yeah, that's about it. I just wanted to tell you one more time that if you like Robocraft enough to buy premium, this is definitely the time to do it. Go over to that madorc.com and check out get that robot. Let's go over to the garage, check it out one more time. Because not only do you get a pretty cool copter that seems like it's going to perform really well, but you also get 90 days of premium for the price of 1 month, basically. So it's just a super great deal. In fact, I might even just buy another copter just for the other 3 months of premium. It's really that good of a deal. Anyway, guys, thanks so much for checking out my channel. Please subscribe if you have not, and feel free to check out some of my other build videos here at Gamer Guide channel. And until I see you guys in the next video, be well.